Yo guys, I've got a spark which I'm going to use to ignite the fire for a brand new episode of the second season of Skylanders Sabotage here on the channel. Now it has been a couple of months since the last episode of the series, but that's because this particular episode took a very long time to both get made and get edited, so naturally that is what has led to the schedule of Skylanders Sabotage Season 2 having been changed once again. So rather than it being the second Monday of every month like we discussed prior, what I'm going to be doing is I'm simply just going to be uploading this series whenever I have a new episode which is ready. So these episodes could be months apart, it could be weeks apart, it just depends upon how my schedule falls. But as for this particular episode, we're tackling an interesting challenge. Now the commenter at hand gave me two different challenge ideas, but we're going to scrub away the first idea that they mentioned because what I'm interested in is the concept of Skylanders Imaginators on Nightmare mode, but utilising only cores. Now the challenge parameters set by this commenter was to play through the final Chaos boss battle on the Skylanders Imaginators on Nightmare difficulty using only core characters. I decided to expand upon this challenge and make it that little bit more ambitious. So instead of just Chaos in Nightmare mode, I played through the entire game on Nightmare mode, Skylanders Imaginators, using only cores, and that's what this episode of Skylanders Sabotage Season 2 is dedicated towards. We're going to look back through the stream I made based on this very concept, and we are going to see along the way how many deaths I rack up, as you can tell from a death counter now in the top left hand corner of the screen. Now I should warn you for the face cam, because this is a archived live stream. It's not the topmost quality and the audio is a little out of sync at points, but this is still a really fun video. But I've had to take 5.5 hours worth of footage and contain it all within 50 minutes, so that's where a lot of the time and the efforts and the editing of this video came in, and that's where it took as long as it did to make. But I really enjoyed this challenge, so to say, or at least moments of it. You're going to see a huge roller coaster of emotions going forward here, but it's certainly an interesting experience. So how many deaths am I going to have come the end? Well, you'll have to stay tuned to find out.
Let us start with, and all of my Skylanders are behind my face cam, by the way, so every single time I go to swap my Skylanders, you're going to get the glorious look of my chin. I am, however, going to try to stick to the element of the areas, because when you do so, you get a massive buff to your attacks, and trust me, in Skylanders Imaginators on Nightmare difficulty, you're going to need all the buffs you can get when utilising core characters. Because the problem isn't necessarily that these guys were nerfed, is that they powered up every single enemy in order to, even out the absolute overpoweredness of creation crystals and senseis. So that means enemies are stronger, whilst the old Skylanders have remained the same as they were, which is effectively the same as nerfing them without actually nerfing them. I can play whichever Skylanders I like, whenever I like, with the exception of switching out between combat sections. So as soon as I start a combat section, I must remain as that Skylander, unless of course they are defeated. It's pretty hard to do so if they are defeated in the process. Ow, that's cheap, Chompy. But it is alliterative, so, I'll take awesome tongue noises when I can. It's speaking tongue noises now! You can tell I'm a bit rusty with streaming, or maybe this is the peak and the pinnacle of what streamers have to offer on YouTube. I think after tongue noises, everybody else should just quit streaming, because they're never going to peek past what I just peeked at. Alright, this is the top of what streams have to offer. Zap still heals in Water Elemental Zone, because that's what they changed up his soldier when obviously they took out the sword mechanic in their future Skylanders games. It's cruelty at its finest. If you either wanted to torture someone or get information out of them, I would give them really good joke setups, and then just leave them hanging for the punchlines. It will break them instantly, not knowing the completion of the joke. So if Zap dies here, I can still use him after this chapter is finished, mind you, because obviously when he's got defeated, they can't be used for the rest of the chapter. Or you have to wait then to finish resting, which I believe is half an hour. I'm not sure. I haven't actually I don't have the patience to wait for Stardust to finish resting, so I just switch out for a different starter. I have an entire army of them. If I can do that, I will. Are you going to do the expansion packs and Sensei rounds? No. No, I am not, because I do not want to hate myself. If I was to play through the Magic Realm, I wouldn't last 5 minutes. That is yet another way in which I will torture someone for information. Not only leaving them hanging after the start of one of my glorious jokes and then not finishing it on purpose just to annoy them with its lack of completionness, I would also make them play the Magic Realm on loop. That would be enough to make anyone instantly spill the beans. Play Baby Shark on loop in a person's ear. That's not nearly as much torture as the Magic Realm. The Magic Realm is way worse. Anyone who disagrees with me just has the luxury and the life achievement of never having played the Magic Realm. Trust me, never having played the Magic Realm is a life achievement. Yeah, I don't know why people even bother with, like, painful torture methods when the best kind of torture is that of the psychological torture. Baby Shark and the Magic Realm combined, I cannot think of a worse punishment. Like, seriously, I would not inflict that upon my own worst enemy. Ignite is about to commit war crimes. Yep, that would be unlawful, unethical, in every single meaning of the term. Stop shooting me! Maybe we should make the Sorcerer Doomlander do that. You know, maybe then they'll stop hitting me. Yes, I did watch Kung Fu Panda 4, and it is by miles the weakest of the quadrilogy. It was certainly made out of greed rather than creative integrity. So Jack Black is putting it all into this role as always. Unfortunately, he just doesn't have much to work with because the script is really lackluster and disappointing. Like, seriously, I was just watching that film thinking, how is this a Kung Fu Panda movie? It's not near the level of the first three. You know, you'd think it would be made by completely different people, which, you know, given that it was made 8 years after the third, I wouldn't surprise me if it was by a completely different team. And the worst thing is that you make a sequel to a film that nobody cared about. You made Puss in Boots for Last Wish and surprised everyone. How do you go from making Puss in Boots for Last Wish to a film that people actually had expectations for, and yet you let us down with Kung Fu Panda 4? DreamWorks confuses me. At this point, you know, I'm just contemplating whether to defeat him, so then I can switch out for a Skylander who's going to defeat this guy a little bit more quickly. Oh, never mind! We don't need to do that neither! He's dead! I just have to be careful of the last attack they spawn, because those final attacks after they've been defeated can still kill you. I've learnt that the hard way from the Bowslinger Doomlander, so worst one for it. Just don't go talking to anyone you don't know! Ooh, snail. Let's just go talk to the snail I don't know. I'm sure nothing bad can come of it. Yep. We don't even need to worry about Flynn. Flynn's eye is just like in the bottom right hand corner. Imaginators is just garbage. This is hot garbage. This is what the face of garbage looks like. Screw you, you garbage video game. I am joking. Imaginator fans, please don't hate me. This is my least favourite Skylanders game by miles, but it's still a damn good game. My favourite Trackmaster is Crypt King. I don't think that warrants an explanation. You know, Crypt King's awesomeness can't speak for itself. Bone Bash Raw Ball is my second favourite supercharger, right behind Hammer Slam Bowser, and then my third favourite is Turbocharged Donkey Kong. Because if they were going to introduce Nintendo characters to a Skylanders game, obviously not only were they going to be Nintendo exclusive, so they could only play on Nintendo platforms, but obviously they were also going to make them overpowered. Like, seriously, Nintendo isn't going to allow their characters in different games unless they are overpowered. Now, the best thing about Rumble Blast is that I don't even need to be facing my enemies in order to defeat them. These guys are as good as Toast. Specifically Toast because he has honey-based abilities, and you know what goes well with Toast? A little bit of honey. Should we just play this guy throughout the rest of the series? Like, this could become the Bumble Blast solo run. This can. Ninjini is so underrated. Why do so many people dislike Ninjini? She is really stinking good. This is the moment where I realised that I forgot to switch my starter. So now I'm locked in combat against this Doomlander with a Bumble Blast who has seen better days. Okay, wish me luck, but I'm going to need it. I really should not have done that to the face. Like seriously, I see an attack and what do? I run straight into it. Shortcut is not better than Crypt King. Even though Shortcut is still an Aloy tier Trapmaster. In fact, Shortcut is my third favourite Trapmaster, right behind Nightlight, Wildfire and Crypt King. And then Gear Shift is number 5, because Gear Shift is freaking Gear Shift, man. If Crypt King wasn't enough, then Gear Shift really does put the nail in the coffin for any enemies in Trap Team. Anyway, Air is stronger here, and I want to play as Blades, so I am going to play as Blades. As for Rule State, I could play as a Skylander if and when I like. Oh man, his moveset still flows as well as it always does. Even though I feel like they shortened his projectile hitbox. I mean, I don't know, maybe they did. Maybe they did actually nerf characters as opposed to just, like, not buff them up alongside the enemies. Oh, he's out of here, but his combo still has as much knock damage as always. Love to see it with you, we love to see it. To be fair, the Swap Zone Challenges are a nice, like, side piece to Swap Force, but they aren't really anything that I would call, like, groundbreaking, incredible gameplay. I have no idea whether he's good or not in this game. I don't really play Blackout in this game. In fact, I just don't really play Blackout period. He's not amongst my favourite characters. He's not even my favourite Darko, for Pete's sake. That privilege belongs to Principal. As long as it's not his Steel Plated iteration. Homelanders are uncreative and lame. Yet when the game tries to do anything other than that, it fails spectacularly. Because the bosses in this game just always suck. The Chaos boss is terrible. The Sea Monster, the only thing it has going for it is its creativity. Everything outside of that is awful. The Guacamole Monster 2 is also awful. The Rubble Maker in Lost Imaginate Minds is underwhelming. It's not even bad, it's just you kind of expect more given what the level leads up to and given that it is the last Skylanders level. And why did I critical hit a grenade of all things? You know, the things that are one-shot. Why can't I critical hit anything other than a grenade? Also, love the fact that increased damage for Drobot in this game basically equates to +1 damage. And just like that, it meant nothing. Let's swap out for a little bit of Thornhorn camo because, you know, his Thornhorn camo is busted. The Swap Force life element is just busted. Unless your name is Gorilla Driller. Yes! Death, I bring you all great death. And healing! Give me great, sweet, glorious healing! Oh, I love how busted this guy's firecracker vines are. Even in this game where he's supposedly quote-unquote nerfed, this guy is still busted. I'm seriously, man, I think fighting a dragon is terrified enough without the killer pumpkins. And the melons! Take my melons to the face! My overpowered melons! You'd love to see that used out of context. Ow! That hurt. Even though I was literally, like, nowhere near that attack hitbox right there, so I would like a refund. I'd like a, you know, live action replay on that hitbox right there.
This is not okay. This needs to stop now.
Yeah, well, I am quite a big fan of winning right now, Chaos, so I'm afraid you're gonna have to see it some more. I hate how that PNG in the bottom left hand corner is so fucking big that whilst I'm fighting over here as Camo, I can't see where he is. So I can't see projectiles either, making it that much harder to avoid him. The challenges on Wii are much harder than the 360. Then again, I say that, I haven't played the Wii version of the game in a while. Whenever I go back to Forest Mention, unfortunately it's the 360 version. Because that's the only one of the 3 consoles I actually own. I still have, like, Forest Mention on the Wii, I still have the Portal for it. I just don't have the console of which to play it on. Okay, here we go. Isn't this just, like, really enthralling gameplay? Mashing the circle button. I've never been so captivated in my life. Get out of the way, Camo! Oh, that was way too close, because obviously that attack forces Camo to push forward. I couldn't jump out of it to avoid the cannonball in time. Like, basically I had to jump out of it in the opposite direction. Couldn't do that. But even if I jump backwards again, because obviously with agility it's easier to jump back as opposed to just move back. But I would have been jumping straight into the artillery strike. So in other words, I got very fucking lucky there. Thank you for nothing, you useless Grim Creeper. Ah! The scream didn't help, guys. It didn't work. The scream was meant to stop the damage, not take it to the face. You were the chosen one. I don't go around killing the Skylanders, okay? They just so happen to die. It's not my fault, okay? When the game throws that much at you, when the game kills a Skylander, that's it, that's what's been done. Okay, I just failed to prevent it. I don't go away killing them, trust me. If anything, I try to avoid it, but yeah, it doesn't always go my way. The game doesn't care about what I want, okay? I'm going to travel to America for one reason and one reason only. I'm going to do it in 2025 when in Universal theme park opens up the Isle of Berk. They're actually making a How to Train Your Dragon like theme park, and it looks so good. Okay, I'm traveling to America just for that one reason alone. Thank you, Armor. How to Train Your Dragon distracts me too much right now. I kind of just forgot to avoid that attack entirely, but luckily that's what I got Armor for. Boom! But what is to be taken seriously is the end of the evil sea monster. Like, for example, the question, why can't Ignite sing to save his life? To save his life, not save his life. I can save my life perfectly well, thank you very much. But no, I cannot sing to save my life. That is a question which shall forever remain unanswered by the universe. Oh yeah, English is very complicated. So complicated in fact that we don't even spell words correctly. Or use grammar the way it should be used. Just be lucky we're not Japanese or multiple alphabets. Oh, I can freeze them in midair. That's cool. Country superiority is measured solely by the decency of its football team. Boom! Take them out. Thank you, next back. Also, ice prisons. They are great. See, I'd rather worry about ice prisons over what's going on in their own country. It doesn't help that I'm bad at video game. Like, I failed miserably to push the good at video game button. If this was Giants right now, though, Slam Man would be too busted for these fools to deal with. Unfortunately, though, this is a Giants, is it? Where's Skylanders Giants when you need it? Did I just shield something? I wasn't paying attention. I was paying attention to the chat, which is why it's a miracle I'm not dead. That was on purpose, okay, for the comedic timing. What else? Eat this to a face, because where else would you eat it, right? Faces are designed for eating. That's how faces work. Food fight isn't as good as I remember. Ow! Ow! What the hell was that? There we go. Am I at least fully upgraded if I'm not leveled up? Oh, shoot. Well, he would be good if he had his upgrades. Die, 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 die. Thank you! Anyway, what we're going to do now is we are not going to play as Zulu anymore because he is not fully upgraded. So instead, straight to the point here, going to play as Popcorn. And I don't much care. This is why I was trying to stick as a life Skylander earlier so I could have the life elements above here. But, you know, then I decided, screw it. Popcorn exists. Why are you guys doing it at the same time? This is cheating. You're such cheaters. Stop it! Stop it right now!
Stop it. Get some help.
Cool, at least now I no longer have to worry about them doubling down on me. Anyway, let's rub my eye before I skip over an SAD2. It would be useful to be able to see what's happening. And I'm not going to do that while stuff is in my eyes, how am I? Not that's going to make me any better at a video game. Because just like that, I have proven how bad at the video game I truly am. When in doubt, just go Bumble Blast. Why is the Swap Force Core cast so busted? I mean, with Popcorn's With Popcorn's failure right there, you wouldn't think so, but trust me, that's just an exception. That's my terrible gameplay, and Popcorn otherwise is really incredibly busted. A bit like the rest of the Swap Force Core cast, actually. I mean, with Swap Force, they did a really good job of making every new character they introduced pretty overpowered. So therefore, since everyone was overpowered, it didn't make any Skylanders that much more worse than everybody else. The Swap Force lists were the hardest ones to make for the rankings because all of the swappers and all of the Swap Force cores are just all like pretty much on the same playing field because they were all just making so incredibly overpowered. So because of that, they were made more equally.
Too easy.
Yeah, Life has definitely been the MVP of this playthrough so far. Life has just came in and started, you know, cracking schools. Yeah, Chillbell is pretty cool. He's got a very chill personality. And I am not going to apologise for having just said that, because I am not sorry. No, I was thinking, you know, since this castle is flying about, I was thinking maybe just jump off it, go straight into the vortex. After all, what could possibly go wrong? So being careful. Nah, Jetpack's plan, a bit like his character, kinda sucks. This is so stupid, this is so stupid, this is so stupid. I love this so much, I love this so much. Yes, I do. And you know what? This fella right now, I'm fooling them into coming straight into my line of crystal fire. Oh, I got stuck right there. I got stuck between a rock and a hard place. That was unfortunate. But that is also what I have my healing expertise for. Heal me! That was very satisfying. I am now satisfied. Yeah, this upgrade is really jank in terms of like what walls her crystals actually latch onto. It's very inconsistent. If there ever was such a thing as an infinite win, then that infinite win is Flash Wing. And you wonder why she's my 4th favourite Skylander. This gameplay speaks for itself. Why is Flash Wing my 4th favourite Skylander? This is why. Boom! Now let's acquire level 20 with Flash Wing. Now that's what I'm talking about. People will ask me on my deathbed, what is my greatest achievement in life? And I will say, one shot in chaos with Wildfire. Yes, I forgot that I had knockback. Why did they do this? Okay, why did they make this character this way? Who hurt them to make a character this overpowered? And it penetrates through, hitting multiple enemies. What the fuck is this character? Like, seriously? You guys thought Flash Wing was already too overpowered, right? Yeah. Apparently not! Because now, if there's one thing Flash Wing needed, it was another buff. Earth Element is stronger here. Oh, man. Yep, the one thing this character needed was more power. Now she's good, you know, she wasn't good before, but this really changes things. You know what, I let that guy hit me, you know, I felt so bad for these guys that I thought I'd throw him a bone, let at least one of them hit me. In fact, I even, out of goodness and kindness of my own heart, let another one hit me. But that's all just false hope right there, because in the end, they're still gonna die. Like that. But very much so, like that. Oh, false hope. I raised their hopes very high, only to ultimately crush them in the end. Here we go. Am I excited for this? This is the face of a very puffed up man right here. Especially with my turkey hat. The turkey hat makes all the difference. I did not realise I was only at level 15, but you know what? Igniter doesn't even need maximum health to absolutely obliterate his enemies. His enemy is going to be defeated by him so quickly that they're not even going to have a chance to deplete any of his health, let alone 600 points of it. I hope in having said that, I didn't just jinx myself. That would be a bit awful. Yes, he is. Thank goodness for that, because more upgrades the merrier. You know how they say less is more? Well, clearly, whoever said that was not thinking of Skylanders upgrades.
Always a pleasure.
Okay, here we go. Yes, that was some knockback. That's what I'm talking about. Gotta watch out for the charges. Which, so far, he's not doing a great job of, to be honest. Well, neither sure did make mincemeat out of him. Let's get going with a Wrecking Ball. It's far superior to the Skylander named Wrecking Ball. If I was ever to play as a Wrecking Ball in Skylanders, this would be my default Wrecking Ball that I would like to go for. For this is the far superior Wrecking Ball in every conceivable fashion. But I had one job, which was to turn off the music, and I failed. To say it's very difficult when the music is already pretty quiet and you're not really focusing on the music. Oh, nice try, but we shield those, I repeat, we shield those. Bye, Felicia's. Now every single one of them is named Felicia. I have that many brain cells that I have the creativity to name every single enemy I come across Felicia, and nothing else, nothing more. What can I say? They all just look like Felicia's because everyone knows that all birds look the same. That's definitely not a birdist comment to make whatsoever. I have offended all bird kind, and do I care? Not really. I will, however, care if they exact their revenge against that and commit murder. That would be very much not cool. Like that. That is not cool, video game. Not cool! because that's what we have the combination of the acorn and the wow power. Acorn pathway, I should say, is a great pathway. So yes, my favourite fruit, I'm just going to give you the generic answer of all of them. Yeah, I bet you guys thought I was going to say apple, didn't you? Because apple is like the most common answer. No, all of them. All of them is my favourite. That's what my favourite fruit is, all of them. Can't remember what's wrong with fruit. Unless kiwis count as fruit. I don't like kiwis. But I can't remember whether kiwis count as fruit or not. I mean, they are a citrus. What does that make them a citrus fruit? Is that like its full terminology? I know nothing. I know fuck all about kiwis because I don't like kiwis. So therefore, I don't eat kiwis, and therefore I don't go out of my way to learn anything about kiwis. Echo versus a giant ass Night Doom Lander. What could go wrong? I do not sing professionally to spare your earbuds from the tyranny of my awful singing voice.
What can I say except you're welcome?
This is what ultimate concentration looks like. It's fun for me too, because that way I can hit your Doom Lander with it. Deal some damage very quickly, much more so quickly than if Echo alone is just attacking it. Yeah, like look at this. This is when the boss fight gets fun. I like it now. I like this boss fight now. I repeat, I like this boss fight now. Didn't like it before. I like it now.
Stand still, will you?
Nah, I would rather not, because when I stand still, that's when I get hit. We've already established that part of the plan, where I don't get hit. That's my favourite part of the plan. Even though I did get hit, and in the end it didn't even matter, because we shielded it like a chump. So yeah, try as it might, the game cannot kill Echo. Like I said, Echo here, totally unkillable. Though I've got to watch out for the second swing of that wrecking ball right there. That got a little bit too close. I got a little bit too cocky for a moment. Bit too big for my boots, you know? Sweet potato. It's like regular potato, but better in every conceivable way. I do, in fact, love me some sweet potato. Can you not hear how intense the mashing is right now? Fall faster, woman. Fall. Thank you. Man, I'm so impatient I can't even wait for Echo to fall. How does an Echo even fall? Then again, an Echo is carried, isn't it? That's how sound works. Now, what I really need to do is stop getting hit so much. Like, come on, if you can take out a Night Doom Lander, you can take down a measly potion like me. Like that! I told you she could do it, and then she went on the head and did it. Ow! That was rude! What did you do that for? What? Why? Stop it! I should have known this was a mistake. Stop it! Mistakes were made. Pretty much the whole stream boils down to death, insanity, and suffering. Lots and lots of suffering. Let's get sucking. That is exactly what Michael Scott would say that she said, which is also what she said. So in and of itself, that's what she said. Great ball of bash. Ow, that was some damage right now. I don't appreciate damage very much. Can you stop damaging me, please? Thank you. More bats. Wow, that was a lot of damage. Well, thank God Batsman is good, I guess. We're simply going through this, seeing how many deaths I will get in the process of beating the Skylanders Imaginators as core characters. So yes, when I re-edit this as a stream highlights, it's going to be, there's going to be a death counter, which so far is going to be pretty high. We're definitely looking at surpassing double digits here.
Sometimes foreshadowing is relatively obvious.
No! Tidal Wave Gilgurt! What's wrong with you? Man, Gilgurt without upgrades kinda sucks, as you'd expect. Flynn, shut up! I am currently fearing for the fish's life. That's one thing I'm doing, because the fish is not looking great on health or upgrades right now, especially when I get hit some more. Wait, I don't need that. What am I doing taking that with me? I don't need it. Ow.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
The best part about all this combat is that we get to ignore it. Anyway, let's leave that food for later, because no doubt I'm going to wind up needing it. And after all of that, water element is even stronger here. The sensei element is stronger here, which kind of sucks. That's stinky. Oh, but that guy committing Sudoku. exactly, very much right. Bringing in a level 2 Gilbert into Nightmare Mode Imaginators.
Not a great plan.
No! Not this fella! Anything but this fella! Now have to deal with him too! And at this amount of health? Not cool video game. Not freaking cool. Yeah, get him some more. Finally! Woo! Cut that one a little close, don't you think? That went smooth. I think that was the almost smoothest experience of my life. And that's saying a lot because I've had a lot of the smooth experiences in my life. There's a long rich history of that one. Oh man, these walls don't make my frisbees ricochet. And that sucks because that's the best part of what Fling Kong has to offer in the first place. What's the point in charging it up if it deals the exact same amount of damage? That only deals 25 damage, same as his regular frisbees. What is the point? Okay, I think now it's charged. Yay! I was right. And the best part is that we can't get hit whilst we're doing that. Boom! We even have the finishing move along the way. I forgot how good that soul gem is. Jeez. Okay, this is going to take me a very, very long time. Maybe even forever. The worst part is that levels like this, and previous levels, so if I had died because I was being stupid, a lot of other characters have died because I've been under-leveled. But apart from that, like looking at the death count so far, I don't think I'm doing too bad. Saying that, we haven't yet got to the slaughterhouse. Abandoned amusement park and Dragon Temple are just going to like, they're going to end me. At the end of the day, all the other words wouldn't exist without the word word. The word is what makes every other word possible, because you can call it a word. If we had nothing to call it, then what would we call them after we invent them, right? So word, therefore, fundamentally, is the best word out there. Charlie hit me! And yes, I have named for Ninja Dreamlander.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
How was I supposed to fucking see that? Oh wow, 25. Wow, okay, 25 is pretty much the only number we've seen for the past 5 minutes. Why are so many of my cores not yet upgraded? Oh, fuck's sake. Why are they not yet upgraded? Yeah, that time. Fuck. That was a huge lack of skill right there. I'm not doing particularly well right now, am I?
No.
Yes, take him out. Take him out some more. There we go. Scorp was the answer all along. Yes, I have the skills, not to pay the bills, instead the skills to point out the lack of skills. That is my most skillful area of streaming, pointing out how bad at video game I am. Now, literally, I could not place my stone on a spot on that board without taking the other person's stone. It was basically impossible not to take the person's stone there. In fact, if anything, it would be a harder challenge to lose these games as opposed to winning them. Die, 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 die. He's not listening to me! So let's skip over all of that and then get ready for the noob testing. But luckily, you know, I'm going to filter out right here. I'm going to filter myself out for not being a noob. Funniest thing is that Earth and Life have the most busted cores of Swap Force, as well as the worst swappers. Like Life and Earth, compared to the other swappers, aren't as good, neither of them. And yet, the cores of either element are really stinking good. Like, yeah, Sabotage doesn't have the best design and his gameplay is kind of slow, but he's still good. He's effective. He deals damage, man. He deals some damage, some good damage at that. Great! Looks like it's time for another Creation Clash game that I was just so looking forward to. Actually, I could take this either way I choose with Ember.
Yeah!
No matter where I placed that stone, I was taking Crash Bandicoot in the end so long as I played Ember. Thank goodness, even in this game, wind-up is still busted. Yeah, take this, suckers! The suckers out. Oh, shit, got hit. Never mind, I guess they're not suckers anymore. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I take it back. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Don't hurt me, please. Please stop hurting me. I'm sorry, okay? I said it.
How are you not dead? I have no idea.
Oh, trust me, I'm trying not to die. Can you not tell that this is the face of a man who's trying not to die right here? This is what the face of a man who's trying not to die looks like. I don't know, it's a good looking face at that. Yeah, this guy just isn't dying, is he? Not at all. Get him! Get him! Get him some more! Get him! Get him! Get him some more! Ow!
No more toying around.
I am so glad that he died when he did! When I first played through this minigame, I thought that we had to reach the high score. So I was thinking, well, crap, this is going to be long and painful, but fortunately that's not the case. Oh my gosh, there's a video game inside a video game. It's video game Inception, and everyone knows that by adding Inception to the end of something, it instantly makes that thing a million times more funny.
Doomlander.
Oh, have I found a cheat? 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 I found a cheat. I found a cheat. I repeat, I have found a cheat. Let's fucking go! Sucker. Okay, Zuka's definitely the best for this fight. Oh, I love it when this happens. This is not boring or mundane whatsoever. Okay, finally, the first phase is dealt with. The Imaginators, in October, will have turned 8 years old, which makes me feel really fucking old. I want one, just one level where I don't get defeated. Am I asking for too much? Who am I kidding? Of course I'm asking too much. And once again, why does every single death in this stream have to have comedic timing? Ow. Not a big fan of taking those to the face though. Oh, come on! I was either going to take the hammer to the face or the fireball to the face. I had not much choice there. Yeah, she's pretty much exactly the same as the others, so why does people always say that she's, you know, better than all the others? Well, that's not true.
In your face.
At least not against this fight she's not, because uh-oh, just like that, she down. And this was going so well at first as well, but then I asked the question, can I please not die? And the video game voided it, I have a response to me. Oh, I didn't know she could do that. I knew she could... Fuck off! I know she could reflect her own projectile, but I didn't know she could also reflect the fire spell projectiles. The problem there is that I did a reflection a little bit too early. I mistimed it. And then during the cooldown, a second fireball hit me. Oh, full blast jetpack. Why you gotta do this to me, man? This is all a consequence of the Supercharged series all over again. And unfortunately, this guy is locked in now that I've chosen him for combat. It was for hammer or the projectile. I had not much choice in that encounter.
Please, no Johns.
We have entered it, guys. We've entered the den of the slaughterhouse. Ow, I couldn't move in time. I didn't have the agility. But at long last, he's dead. So much death. If Starstrike was to go as well in the quick shot fight as she did just now, then all that will happen is that I'll reflect a couple of projectiles before the cooldown costs me Starstrike's life again. Okay, sure, I'll definitely jump through that, but sure, whatever you say, video game, whatever you say. What I recommend for this is basically take what I do and do the opposite of that. I'm just showing you what not to do. You're welcome. But yeah, you just gotta jump earlier than you think you'd have to jump. So, we're not quite done with the bullshit Doomlanders yet, because we still have, after that Smasher Doomlander fight, we still have the Bow Slinger and the Quick Shot, both of which are not going to end well, especially not whilst we're playing as CORES, mind you. Ow, that was much pain, I don't much appreciate it, like not at all. My level of appreciation for this character is basically slim to nothing. When I slim to nothing, I mean nothing. He kind of bounces the sheep out a little bit. You know, gives them a taste of their own medicine. Definitely humbles them at least. You know, he leaves a dent, so to say. Especially when he has an ability that provides you with knockback to ensure that the sheep are kept at distance. These mines are the utmost glorious thing in the history of glorious things, which is a long and rich history, so that's really saying something. Okay, here we go with the Pathway to Ice. And we're going to stick with a more blast because so far, so good. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So yeah, we're just going to leave that sentence there as it is. That was a perfect sentence that I just made, so no need to tarnish it with, you know, with the addition of more unnecessary words, it's like Kung Fu Panda 4, just leave it at Kung Fu Panda 3. In fact, as far as I'm concerned, Kung Fu Panda 4 doesn't exist. After all, it's a movie of nothingness, so therefore... a movie with nothingness is a movie that doesn't exist in the first place. How can something exist if it exists with nothing but nothingness? Anyway, we're definitely going to choose Brains over Brawn, because Brawn presents us with an opportunity to where we will likely die a lot, which is the opposite of the point behind this stream, so why not play it safe? Low risk, high reward. Oh, that too is also rude. Oh, mate. Not okay. Let us have ourselves a little 2-1 dealio. And because we can see the enemy stones, we know that they can't even take Kingpin. Oh, but they take him alone. Which bridge is it that comes first? Every single time I play for this level, it's so forgettable that I forget which bridge comes first after the bounce pad. Is it the wooden one? No, it's the metal one. I forget this every single time. You think by now I remember it, but 8 years later I still forget for lack of memorability behind the level design of this particular level. And you wonder why I go as far to call it not great. I really need you guys to die some more. If you do me a huge solid... Oh no! I could not even get to the food in time. Okay, so mistakes were made apparently. Just stop hitting me, okay? I don't think I'm asking for much. Like, look at me! I'm on the brink of crying because of your absolute, like, tyranny. Your tyranny is upsetting. I'm very upset. Do you really want to see me cry in your game? Are you that cruel? Food, glorious food! Those grapes have saved my skin so many times at this point. Grapes are the true saviour of Skylands. Actually, I've got an idea. Let's fight against a bowslinger as a bowslinger of our own. I can name no ways in which this will go wrong. Okay, so I often struggle on this fight as senseis on normal difficulty. How will CORES do on Nightmare? Slow and Silly wins the race in this one. You see what I can do? The power of concentration. Oh yes, that volley shot is coming in clutch right now. Ow, that was until I got hit. Ow, and again, I got hit. There we go, and the sheep have spawned in again, of course they have. And I can barely even see myself from that angle. I had more than enough time to dodge that attack, surely I saw it coming, but I could barely tell where Flameslinger was with the camera angle chases all the time. Chases? For camera angle chases? I don't know, I'm upset, and I am not using Terrafin! That is not an okay suggestion, you hear me?
Walk out the door, you see someone that you know and they ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I'm not frustrated. No, not on the slightest. Starstrike so far has been very good at doing one thing this stream, and that's dying. Oh, I jumped! I did press the jump button, but the game just said no, so I suppose whatever the game says goes. Okay, let's just focus purely on the Doomlander. Forget about the sheep for now, because this is definitely Blackout's best movie, proved that tenfold. That was the struggle there at the end of that bowslinger fight. It was fine up until the sheep. In fact, if we had just continued sheepless, Flameslinger would have easily solo shot that fight. This is the single worst plan ever because it involves the gathering of cake ingredients. And I'm not a big fan of the gathering of cake ingredients. So I think the better April Fool's joke would be making you guys wait around for an April Fool's joke that never actually happens. Make you wait around for nothing. Have the anticipation kill ya. Let's get out of here. Low risk, high reward and all that. Don't need to fight those enemies, so I won't be fighting those enemies. I will instead just be saving blobbers and getting the freak out of here. Blobbers, the main man, the #1 NPC of Skylanders in its entirety. It's a long rich history of awesome Skylanders NPCs and blobbers here. That man is no different. All hail the glorious man you see before you. And his sheer insane power levels. We're just lucky that we're taking on Chaos rather than him, because if we were taking on blobbers, then a whole army of Skylanders could not stand a chance. We'd be screwed. Skylanders doomed to an eternity of blobbers rule. I don't like Terrafin because he's garbage. End of story. That's how this works. No need for further explanation. He's slow paced. I don't like his moveset very much. Yeah, Terrafin just not a good character. That's pretty much the be all and end all of it. Ow! Stop hitting me! Got him! Anyway, now let's deal with this fella back here. That's what we have the left stick for. I know you're not supposed to use the palm of your hand. Nintendo do explicitly state so, but I don't much care. I'm going to use the palm of my hand regardless. Oh, gee, don't mind if I do. Boom, fellas. That was very much overkill, but I don't very much care. Please ignore the elbow cam, otherwise YouTube will demonetize me for showing too much flesh. So we just kind of gonna have to let this one slide and pretend it never happened. I am sorry YouTube, my deepest apologies for showing off too much skin with my elbow. Oh dear! Looks like I did it again. Oh, I am absolutely, positively not playing the Magic Realm. Why? Because I hate it, like any sane human being would. Ow, wow. Wow! Did you just double dip? How rude of the enemy! It just double dipped me! I can't believe it's done this! Why is this whirlwind down the bad path? What idiot made this choice? Drill Sergeant, my beloved. But it's not my beloved, he's your beloved, so I'm just quoting you on that. Don't quote me on quoting you. That's the last quote you need to be quoting me on. And you can quote me on that. Boom, take that, sucker. And now that Last Whirlwind is back up to her usual self, let's do exactly what you guys have been asking off of me and play it on Portal without further ado. The beloved Drill Sergeant, as well as my elbow. Make your mind up, is it Drill Sergeant who's beloved, or is it my elbow? My friend Edward, he decided one day it'd be really funny to jump scare me, and it failed. So the very next day he tried it again, and it failed. He kept on doing it, day after day. You think at some point I'd be used to it, but one day I was not expecting it. His jump scare was successful. And in retaliation, I flung my elbow up in the air. It landed right smack bam perfectly on his nose. And he got a nosebleed from it. So that, my friends, was the first and last time Edward has ever successfully jump scared me. You know, elbows are lethal weapons, don't you know? In fact, the only reason my elbow isn't playable is because the devs decided that it would be far too overpowered for the game. It made the game far too easy, even on Nightmare mode. They wanted to give players a challenge, and also they wanted to give players, you know, a reason to play the other Skylanders, because why would you play as anything other than elbow when elbow exists, and it's far too overpowered? Okay, they're gonna fall off, so that's just gonna instantly kill them. Sweet! Voodoo is overpowered.
Welcome to the Neptune
This confirms
zone.
it. Hey, since when can you make that jump? Ow, that was a lot of damage right there. Not cool, person. Not cool at all. Is it worth buying an entire console just to play Bowser and Donkey Kong?
I think I've got a little more rumble
Yes.
in my tum-tum.
Yes, it is. You see, this is why I chose Rumble Blast. Don't you dare eat that cheese, you son of a beach. Rumble Blast just makes this Nightmare difficulty just not look like Nightmare difficulty. Okay, I have no idea if I have enough health to withstand a hit or not, so my plan is just not to get hit. I know, right, genius plan. You're not going to hear that kind of plan anywhere else. That is an exclusive Ignite plan, my friends. Thank goodness I don't have to do for Battleground section after this. Now that would be a little nightmare. You know, really live up to the name of the difficulty. Anyone would think that magic is my least favourite element. Which it is. That is a very accurate statement. Pretty much the only Magic Skylanders I like are the Trap Team CORES, Double Trouble, and Pop Fizz, but whatever ones that I love. Other characters range from... Oh my lord, I hate them! I hate them so much, too. That is pretty much the dynamic range of the magic element for you. Did they make that fire rate even more than it was previously? I don't remember its fire rate being this insane. Oh yeah, so many people underestimate the overpoweredness of Series 2 Double Trouble. The fact that your beam splits, and then when you combine that with a doubles path, every split beam forms another double, which then your split beam enlarges those doubles, makes the doubles deal even more damage, and so it's just an infinite destructive capabilities of beam dealing a lot of damage, and then the doubles coming in and finishing them off. And if that doesn't finish them off, then the beams certainly do. Come over here, man. Ha ha ha! Sucker.
Amp it up.
That's what we're gonna do. This gameplay right now, we're gonna amp it up, baby. We're gonna amp it up real good. If she's going to be a Zap ripoff, she is at the very least going to be a good Zap ripoff. You got to give her that. She has that going for her. She's a good character. End of story. I'm right, you are wrong. If you disagree with me, that is. And there we go. We platformed all our way up here. Only need to platform even more to get ourselves all the way up there. But what can I say? Bye-bye! Don't ask me why. Just go with it. A famous Marby Wood said that. And now I'm saying it. I must admit, so far with this, none of this has seemed like too impossible to do with CORES drawing the carry-on log when we get to this point. But unfortunately, with the carry-on, with this we've been playing whichever CORES I like, where I really like to play them. The carry-on is based on which character's name get chosen at random for each corresponding element. So characters like Bumbleblast aren't even guaranteed to appear at any point in the carry-on walk, so he won't be around to carry our entire cast through sections of the game like he has done in this very same level. I did tell you someone was gonna die. That's casualty number 1. And I'm counting fingers, by the way. He hasn't been reset. Let's go. Obviously, my concern was that it got reset as a consequence of Supercharge, but that is not the case. Just pelted full of lead!
Reinforcements have arrived!
No! Not reinforcements, anything but that. Why would you do this to me? I don't deserve this. Well, maybe I do. I don't care if I do or do not. All I care about is not dying, which seems to be easier said than done. Really should have seen that one come in. Let's go back to Bumbleblast, because this guy can quite easily avoid the fire for quick shot, whilst also being able to attack him simultaneously. It's convenient that way. What?
Fook me, that was fast.
I forgot he was already drained on health. That, and also that projectile is a bunch of booty. It's booty projectile, man. Booty.
Darkness falls.
How many times do I need to say booty before it sinks in how booty that booty is? Okay, we're not quite at the final phase yet, which I really would love to be right now, especially since we've had 3 deaths already. Ooh, that actually sounds like fun. Only that it means, you know, I have more things to have to worry about. Like, for example, the Shockwave that just killed off yet another character. Ow.
That's why they call you a quick shot.
Ow. Also, ow. Well, things just... Stop it! Stop! Oh, yeah. This is fucking hilarious! All these deaths back to back to back to back. I am loving it! Yeah, this boss fight is anything but easy. Like, Jesus! Do you have anything else to hit me with? Like, seriously, man, what is going on here? How is he getting this lucky with a hit throw? This is complete and utter luck! Has nothing to do with skill whatsoever. Thank you for nothing, yo useless Doomlander. Yes, yes, keep doing that, because you're not attacking me whilst you keep doing that. Yes! No, stop doing it! Oh, and I forgot to press the jump button. Ow. Come on, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him! Oh, fuck's sake! He's so close that even Zulu could do it in the end. Even Zulu, an under-upgraded Zulu.
Getting pretty sick of watching you win, Sky.
I'm not. Even though I wouldn't exactly call this winning there, Chaos. Ow. I hate how they bounce. They're so unpredictable. They literally, like, hone in on you. Come on, get him, Wolf. Get him. Thank you. Finally, let's level ourselves up.
I have to say,
That was pretty well earned, if you were to ask me. No, not undead. Anything but undead. Ow. Also, ow. Zulu didn't last very long, did he? No, don't focus on me. Focus on the stupid jetpack clones. How did that hit me? I would like a refund on that hitbox, please and thank you. Okay, how's he not dead yet? I demand of you to be... Oh, more dead, just like that. Thank you! I do like how fast-paced this guy's projectiles are in this game. What I don't like, on the other hand, is staying still and letting myself get hit. Shockwave. Oh, Shockwave can't even hit me here because of the way how it slopes. And if you don't think you can, I'm still going to make sure I jump all the same. Better to be safe than sorry, as they say. There's no point in me because my mouth is trying to open and the words coming out like that right there. Hit me. So uncalled for. So rude. So, dare I even say, uncivilized. I love how much of this level can just be bypassed. We're going to speedrun through this, and yet still fail the speedrun objective. Thank you, Armor. Why am I selfie moding? Can I get a picture of Zook's chin? Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's a good looking chin right there. Oh sweet, he's dead. So now they're going to open up, and I can slowly but surely make my way up to the healing chamber. Okay, now I'm happy. I'm only, let this be a lesson. In life, money doesn't buy you happiness. The only thing that can ever make you happy is magical healing circles on the ground. Go on Curse's lair. That is the only thing in life that brings you true happiness. Oh man, Camo is so busted. It's basically just like The Office all over again. When Michael Scott is complaining to Toby at the end of season 2 about how whenever he tries to make anything fun, Toby just comes in and makes it not that way. Just substitute Michael Scott for Chaos and Toby for Camo. That's the kind of person Camo is. Camo just comes in and he takes the fun out of everything. Because he's so powerful, he's so broken, and he's built that way. He can't help it.
Why are you the way that you are? Honestly, every time I try to do something fun or exciting, you make it not that way. I hate so much about the things that you choose to be.
That being said, let's continue killing things with melons, because melons are fun. Even though I'm not even using melons right now, I'm using firecrackers, so if I'm gonna say it, I should at least say it right. Not cool, guys, you've made me stoop to this level, the level of fucking garbage Burger King, which again has decent burgers, but decent is not worth the price of admission. I would say, are you feeling a sense of deja vu yet? But this is the first time we're playing this character in the stream, so it would surprise me if you felt a sense of deja vu, given that there's nothing to feel a sense of deja vu over. Why did you give me a quick shot? Why does this video game hate me so much? Why are you doing this to me? That's a rhetorical question, I know exactly why you're doing this to me. This is all for karma for all those years players cooking, isn't it? That's what this is. Yes, sirree! Deja vu might not have much health, but whenever she does lose any, she gets it back quite quick. Part of the joys of being deja vu, I guess. This character is so busted for chaos. This is fucking awesome. Get healed up some more, because my double doesn't jump when I jump, so whenever I jump over the shockwaves, the double automatically takes damage from shockwaves and heals. So every single time Chaos shockwaves, so long as I jump over it, I'm guaranteed to heal if I have double active. This is sick! Deja vu is sick! And here we go with the final cutscene of the fight. Damn! This character is way better in this game than she is in Trap Team. How did this happen? The developers kind of let one slip through their fingers. Can Deja Vu solo shot this boss? Probably. Oh, this is more than double the fun here, Deja Vu. This is the most fun I've had in this entire session. And I had to leave Deja Vu until the end, didn't I? It only took me 5.5 hours to discover this fun. But you know what? What matters is that we got there in the end, didn't we? 5.5 hours almost to discover the utmost busted core in this game. Deja Vu is stupid. This is the character the developers forgot to nerf, not Scratch. This is the one that slips through their fingers.
And just like that, we're done with the prior stream that I made with 28 deaths total, which is a far better result than I was expecting when I started the stream. And naturally, we concluded things with the most surprising character of them all. Turns out this character is the single most busted character for Skylanders Imaginators Nightmare Mode, and I say that without any exaggeration whatsoever. She truly is the most broken character in this game due to that healing ability, which just heals her for such an absurd amount that any damage she takes is immediately nullified. It's brilliant. And what's also brilliant is that if you did want to go back and watch the 5-hour live stream as opposed to the hour's worth of highlights, then you can find the live stream archived in the description below. That being said, we're going to conclude this episode of Skylanders Sabotage Season 2 without further ado, so let's roll that outro, which will see us through until the next episode. I cannot, in good conscience, end off this video without first thanking all of my incredible channel members whose continued support help make these videos possible. Without them, these videos would be near impossible to make, so from the bottom of my heart, I truly appreciate every last one of them. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, there are plenty of options on screen now to explore, and please consider subscribing to keep up to date with all my content. on that note, this video is coming to an end, so thank you so much as always for watching. Until the next video arises, peace!